morning, everybody. Are you ready for some mini painting? Hello.
Good morning, and welcome to Good Morning RPG, where I did not expect that intro. Right, a la Robin Williams. Good morning, Vietnam.
Good morning, RPG.
Oh gosh,
the cadence works just the same. I like it.
it does, yeah.
I'm sorry for springing that on you, like just like that, like straight before. I'm gonna do something different real quick.
2 minutes ago, you're like, I haven't prepared for different.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Hello. How are you going this morning? You can see my box of fucking Leviathan minis is still mostly unpainted. Oh yeah. Should probably enable your chat on this screen. Oh, it's in the wrong spot. Oh, but video games. Oh no. Hold on. Give me a sec. How's everyone doing?
I feel very small today. Why is my face so far away?
Why is your face is like normal to me? And in the overlay.
Feels very far away.
You have a regular sized head, Leia, and don't let anyone tell you different.
I'm gonna just screw around with my camera real quick. Hold on, stop moving me. I feel very I feel very short.
You feel short? You look like, I mean, I like it that my head's not cut off. And I don't know if that makes you feel short.
I'm like worried that like when I start scrunching down and goblin.
Oh, yeah, I get you,
only gonna be able to see. Also, my hair is kind of tall, so.
That's fair.
It's fine if we
That's fair. Wonder if I can change this real quick. Does this work? All right.
Don't mess with me too. Leave me alone.
Also, check out the little guy here. I got the gimbal webcam ready set up, and it makes me look super red for some reason. I don't know why. But it moves with me.
It does.
It moves with me. It moves with me.
Fancy.
And yeah, and this thing is tiny, but it has like weird zoom things I'm not used to yet. If I go like this, it should stop the face tracking, yeah.
Oh,
do this
so
again.
Weird. And it's funny because I can see it on the overlay, but it's not doing that in Discord.
Wait, what? It's not doing that in Discord? Oh, weird. It's not. It's doing it in OBS. That's even weirder.
It's funny because I'm just seeing you do this.
Like you know why? It's because I've got my main camera set in OBS, like the one with the one that doesn't have washed out colors. It's the correct DSLR color. So you're watching my stupid mirrorless camera, and I'm just like
Yeah, I have to like stare at the actual like stream to figure out what the heck you're doing.
That's funny.
Oh, goodness.
It loves to just kind of readjust, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Just do what it wants.
I think it's trying to keep my head the same shape.
I think so, yeah.
At every time. All right, let's get rid of that real quick.
This is so
back to normal. I like the movement, but I think it's like for a specific stream that isn't this one.
Oh yeah.
There's a funky little desktop mode though, where you can like tell it to just look at the table with a button press.
I just realized that. Do you have your backlights on? Because you look very dark.
Oh, I don't. You're right. Hold on. Give me a hot sec. Would you believe that I was ready half an hour ago and the passage of time does not let me do anything other than be very slightly late.
Well, that's because we're silly.
Got that brain. Got that brain, huh? All right. Is that slightly better? The little yeah, there we go. All right, there we go. I'm going to chuck on some of that music.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, that's much too loud. There you go.
All right. I gotta glue some stuff, so...
You gotta glue stuff. I'm gonna work on like 20 different termagants, but I think we're doing a 2 hour today. Is that right, Leigh? We're finishing at midday.
Yeah, gonna do a 2-hour. Yeah, I'll finish at noon.
That is totally fine. I got a doctor's appointment and need to do a bunch of running around, so even though that doesn't make my plans able to move earlier, it does mean I can get in an hour of Baldur's Gate before I have to do stuff until 11 p.m. tonight, non-stop.
That's what that is.
What do you mean? What? I've been popping and jumping, going down, getting some compliments.
Fucking Baldur's Gate, though, man.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay,
So
no spoilers, but I just hit Act 3. Hit Act 3. I know that you've only just started the game, so I won't spoil anything for you. But Act 3...
I just today finished Act 1.
Oh, you finished Act 1. How many hours are you in Act 1? Because, like, I think I was a solid 20, 25 hours in Act 1. Maybe around that.
Okay. So here's the thing.
I have fully let it take over my life.
40 hours.
40?
In Act 1. 40.
What level are you?
5. Okay.
How are you 40 hours in level 5? It took...
Hold on.
Wow.
It's because I started the game over 3 times.
Oh, does it keep your hour count?
Yes.
Okay, I have about 85 hours and I just hit Act 3.
I might have to check the individual profile, but like I have 40 hours.
Logged on Steam.
On PlayStation.
Oh yes, because mine I played about 10 hours of it when it was back in like early access, just to give it a go.
I had to stop playing Baldur's Gate. It took over my life.
Shit.
It is taking over my life currently.
It is still all encompassing my life. I have to literally. I have to put times in my calendar to be like, at this time you are going to go and do work. Otherwise, my default is get up, play Baldur's Gate until I'm forced to do anything.
So here's the thing: is I went to a wedding over the weekend. That was when it dropped for consoles for early access.
Yeah.
So as soon as we got back on Sunday, I immediately booted up Baldur's Gate because I was like, I'm getting in on this ASAP.
Yeah, nice.
Now, I normally spend an exorbitant amount of time in like customization stuff. However, I thought I knew exactly what I wanted to play. I was going to recreate a character that I had played for a stream because Gloomstalker Ranger was an option. So I was going to play my adorable little...
Wait, you can be a Gloomstalker? I didn't know that.
You can be a Gloomstalker Ranger, yes.
Damn.
So I played Stygander, my drow of Illustrae, not Lolth. Illustrae. They're the cooperative ones.
Yeah.
And I was gonna be a Gloomstalker Ranger. Blech. So I was playing through, and I was like, I was kind of jumbled up. Like I kind of went through I was being a super good guy, and then I was being an asshole, and then I was a super good guy, and then I was a super asshole. And I was like, it just wasn't vibing. So I started over because I was like, I'm gonna be an asshole because I really want to romance. I keep forgetting his name.
Astarion.
Everyone
wants to fucking. I saw a really good tweet. And it was like, what is it about us that that everyone is going absolutely feral for Astarion when we all know he's terrible for us in reality?
You can fix him.
No, you can't fix that little boy.
Yes, you can fix him.
He's fucked.
My partner said that he's like as soon as I had the first conversation with Astarion, I was like, I can fix him.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. Astarion is my relationship in my playthrough. Like, he is my proper relationship, not just hookup. He's like, damn it, I didn't think I wanted to, I was just gonna seduce you, but I really fell in love with you, and I was just like, yeah, that's it, you little shit. You fucking start changing. But yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
So, my second playthrough, I was trying really hard to, like, do everything that Astarion would approve of. So,
you just can't. It's so hard to predict him.
So, well, I did a lot of, like...
Did you cheat?
On the internet.
You dirty cheater!
Hold on. No, I was having a really hard time because like he wouldn't even have conversations with me. I was trying very hard.
Oh.
And like I never got the cutscene where he tried to bite me.
Really?
I never got it.
Because
Never
like
got it.
I know if you don't long rest enough, it might not do it.
I was long resting a lot.
Okay.
Like after every encounter or two, depending on what was used.
Yeah.
And like I don't know. It was just making me miserable. I complained about it for like 10 hours. I had 10 hours in this playthrough. And my partner was like, why don't you just finish the game? Why don't you just play the game? Just play it. Don't even worry about it. And I was like, okay, I'm going to start the game over for a third time. And I'm just going to do what I want. I'm going to be a cinnamon bun. I'm going to go back to what I said I was going to do, and I'm going to do the Mass Effect route where I'm going to be a goody two-shoes Boy Scout. I'm going to do everything that everybody asks of me. I'm going to fix everybody's problems, and I'm going to make the world a better place. And I'm playing a white dragonborn bard.
Okay.
I've never played a bard before.
I'm playing a gold dragonborn cleric. Mine is I made him after Ico the Sun Mage.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, so he's Ico the Sun Mage based on my lizard / that model Jess made for me. And yeah, he's a good boy cleric. Actually, he's a good boy when people don't fuck him around. It's like he's good until you mess with him type thing. I saw somebody had like talked about if you play a bard, you can talk your way through just about any encounter. Yeah.
I have not had to use any of the Illithid powers because I just talk my way through
shit.
bullshit.
See, Will was my talker, but it just didn't. Will sucks. Will sucks.
The sweetest thing happened.
What?
Karlach fell in love with me.
Oh, what? Oh no! I want a Karlach so bad. I want a Karlach so bad. She won't have anything to do with me. I want her. I want to date her.
You have to be a cinnamon bun.
I know.
You have to be a cinnamon bun.
Look, I think
she is a cinnamon bun.
She told me she wanted to quote unquote ride me, and I was like, oh my fucking god! But then Lae'zel started hitting on me equally as Dommy, and I folded immediately. So I think I locked myself out of her romance path because I was having a fling with Lae'zel at the time.
No, actually.
Oh.
If you had talked to her after she talks about the riding bit.
Okay.
She says that after you go do that thing with the blacksmith for her, trying not to get too spoilery.
Oh no, you're supposed to be able to date her before that.
So, oh no, hold on. So there's a bit when you go to after you go to the blacksmith, she has a conversation with you about how because things did not turn out the way that she thought they were, that she would be open to you seeing other people.
Fuck, I didn't get that.
During that time.
Fuck!
Because I just finished Act 1 where you have the big party with all the tieflings. And Lae'zel basically was like,
she was like,
I can smell the blood and sweat on your
no,
skin.
I know that. I was like, I was like, whoo, when that was like, and then she was like, I'll see you later. And I was like, you will see me later. And then I get bracket, Dragonborn, bracket, as she's like, I'm going to take the lead. And it goes bracket, Dragonborn, bracket. And then it goes, no, I'm going to take the lead. And I was just like, you're telling me I can be a switchy right now? Oh my god! Like, I dommed Lae'zel. Let's just say that.
Because I also took that opportunity, but I was still able to go back because I was paranoid. I went back to Karlach and was like, "Do you still like me?" And she was like, "Yeah, I still like you."
Oh, I didn't get any of that. Oh, I'm so sad. Because I wanted Karlach to be endgame, but then I realized by the end of, by most of the way through Act 2, she hadn't hit on me at all. And so it didn't look like it was happening. So Jess was hounding me. Absolutely fucking hounding me to go with Astarion. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go with the sad vampire boy. I know he's got a good storyline. I don't mind him, But Jess, much like the tweet, Jess is feral for Asterion.
So it's funny because I was ranting about this to my partners because I have basically done everything to piss Asterion off because I'm being a cinnamon bun, because I'm helping everybody and he absolutely hates the hero motif.
Oh, really?
He like doesn't like any of the choices that I make.
I keep seeing him,
and he bites me in this fucking Dragonborn playthrough. Like, now he's like talking to me all the time. Like, he always wants to talk with me. And I'm like, excuse me, sir, you ignored me in my first 2 playthroughs. I don't like you very much right now.
So he tried to bite me fairly early on, but I was still being a good boy and I just let him. But I think his approval of me every night went up, because literally every day I'd be like, you can bite me tonight if you like. And he's like, oh yes, darling, I will. And I was like, ee. And so, like, it turns out I can just deal with a -1 for the day on Ico because his wisdom's so fucking high.
That's nice.
But yeah.
We're the worst. We're so thirsty.
Yes. This game has brought out everyone's selves. We can be unashamedly horny in our video game endeavor. And the game lets us do different divergent horny pathways, and I think that's fantastic.
Well, it's funny because like both my partners, we were all talking about like what was going on. They're both
I'm gonna do Pikachu first on my termagants, by the way.
Shadowheart.
Ah, I hate Shadowheart. In fact, Shadowheart has left my party that I did not do any. You know why? You know why? Because there's something in Act 2 that if you do, she leaves, and I did it. Not knowing that I was like, I think she's going to be upset that I didn't do this with her. And you'll know what it is when you see it. But she was straight up just like, I can't fucking believe you. I'm out of here, you piece of shit. And I was like, well, the first hour of our gameplay together, you were being racist to my Dragonborn. And my response to that... Yeah, my response to that was I stuck her in camp, and I never spoke to her or progressed her dialogue options again.
She wasn't...
She was to me.
Racist to me at all.
She was like...
That's weird.
She did not like that I was a Dragonborn. She did not like me. And I was just like, fuck you. Fuck you then.
I know she doesn't like Lizelle.
She was racist to Lizelle as well, but she, like, particularly, she was, like, she called out me being a Dragonborn. Yeah, no, she was a shithead. And I was like, fuck you.
How dare Larian take advantage of our disaster D&D?
Yeah.
Shadowheart's actually pretty nice to me. I actually have her in my party pretty consistently.
Axel, hello.
Hello.
I'm painting a Pikachu right now.
I'm putting together a Lilith base.
Yeah, no, Shadowheart can go in the bin.
I actually heard that, like, she's the most, like, adjustable one. Like, she will kind of follow your lead for the most part.
That's fair.
I think I put too much 5-minute epoxy on this.
I learned recently that Gale's a bit of a slut, because that's how he's supposed to be. It's because it was like, if you feed him his magic items, his approval of you goes through the roof, and it wasn't supposed to be that intense. So you give him like 2 magic items, and he's ready to fall in love with you. However, everyone playing the game was just like, oh, that's just what Gale's like. He's just a bit of an easy. He's just a bit lonely because his god is his so-called, like, my god is my girlfriend. But you want to date me? That's fine.
I can't stand Gale.
I find him fine. Like, I like, my party is Asterion, Karlach, and look, I had Will in my party, but realistically, I only had Will in there because I could ritual cast, detect, speak with animals, and speak with dead. Now, the second Halcyon came along, I could transform into an owlbear, and I immediately took that instead, and he's also got stronger spells. Also, Will, for some reason, his AI was fucking stupid, and he kept walking into every goddamn trap, and I was like, Will, shut up, stop it, and Will, every goddamn time, Will would just shit and fuck everything up, and then I would have to reload saves. Will was just a dead weight, in my party playthrough. Nice dude. I love that he approved of everything I ever did, and I had to deny him trying to dance with me and have sex with me. And I thought he was really sweet, but it's just not for me. It's just not for me, Leia. Sorry.
So did he end up becoming a party member? He doesn't just like stick around.
Sorry?
Because like Hallison is not a valid party member for me.
Oh, mild spoiler. Yeah, he's a companion after Act 1.
Okay.
So there are companions that you find post Act 1 and I think even Act 2.
Okay.
Because I had someone join me at the end of Act 2 as well.
Righto.
I don't know if you can. I know Halson's a bit of a himbo that is pretty easy to bed as well. So you know, I might go there.
This thing is like, if you breathe, you can romance Gale. Because here's the thing.
That's
like
that's where the joke comes from. Yeah.
When I played my ranger and he showed up, I was talking to him and he goes, "You're not much of a magic user, are you?" And I was like, "Nope, not really." And then I was playing my bard and he says the same thing. And it's like, it felt a little mansplaining to me. Like, "Oh, you don't use magic, do you?" And I'm like, I hate you.
If anything, he's a bit wizard-splainy. He's like a bit pretentious because he's like, "Look at me, I'm chosen by Mystra, except I can't see her or talk to her and she hates me, but I'm the chosen by Mystra." And I'm like, good on you, buddy. What have you done? What has Mystra done for you lately? And he's like, she told me to kill myself. And I'm like, okay, buddy.
Yeah. So.
Chosen by Mystra, huh?
That was a thing that happened. I don't know. I don't like mansplaininess.
That's fair.
Wizard splaining. Like that was very much like, I have this problem in real life.
Yeah.
I need it in my video game.
I just found Gale to be like super clingy and needy, and I'm like, I'm okay, thank you. He's like, "I'll follow you to the end of the earth. I really like you. You want to do some magic bonding with me?" And I'm like, that sounds pretty intense, man. I'm gonna chill.
I'm sorry. I have to hold this rock until it's cured.
Yeah. He's like, I've got so many problems, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm already helping Asterion with his, and I really like what Karlach's got going on. You know, I'm carrying around this medal for her. I got not enough spell slots for this. I'm sorry, man.
I saw somebody describe it perfectly. It's like the D&D character, like the companions that you can have in Baldur's Gate, have such like backstories that you see, like, for regular people.
Yeah.
Oh, I was the main attack dog for a Duke of Hell.
Yeah.
I'm a level 1 barbarian.
It was a bit like that, right?
It was in Mystra, and I'm a level 1 wizard.
That's exactly how I felt. Hey, by the way, I've just got to pop out because I can see the ad break starting. I've just got to pop out. Would you like to come to Coles with me real quick?
Oh yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah. I know. I don't know if you've ever experienced a Coles, but it's just a grocery store. So let's go over to Coles for a sec.
Not the kind of Coles that I thought.
Yeah. No. Well, yeah. It's just how it is. You know, like we're walking around. We can have a little look at some stuff. Is there anything you like around here? Like maybe you can have a little squiz, as it were.
A squiz.
A squiz, like a look. Yeah.
Oh, like a look. What is this?
A squiz, like a look. I don't know.
A squiz is not a look. A squiz is a hug for me. I was like,
oh, it's like a squeeze. Oh,
yeah.
I never thought about that. Okay.
We call it. I call it a squidge.
A squidge.
Squiz. You said squiz, and that means look. Mincemeat. That sounds.
You
delicious.
like that? We can go get some mincemeat for us. You should. I don't know if you can hear the music, but it's.
You can't hear the music.
It's fucking.
I'll bop with you.
Yeah. Would anyone like a half a drank iced coffee at all? Oh, Leia, what have you just picked up? I don't even know what that is, but it looks good.
I'm sorry, I had it. I just took a sip. It's an Alani.
An Alani.
It's an energy drink. Alani. Alani. It's called Cosmic Stardust.
Cosmic Stardust. Did you see
It
that?
tastes like if you took. It tastes like if you took a handful of Skittles and popped them all in your mouth at the same time.
That sounds fucking awful. That sounds like my personal hell. I don't like Skittles, and having that in liquid form sounds even worse. I think I'll just go.
Skittles,
I think I'll just go for a Coke Zero instead.
Okay, yeah, you do that.
Looks like the ads are over. We'll come back over here.
Oh my god.
Did you like coming to Coles with me, Leia?
I did. I don't know what Coles is, but I liked it.
It's just it's Costco, but doesn't need a membership.
It's funny because you said Coles, and I thought like we have a thing called Coles here.
Do you have Safeway there?
Yeah.
It's
I actually
Safeway.
have it
It's
down
a
the street. That's actually, yeah, it's where we get like our groceries.
yeah. So Safeway is called Woolworths here.
Oh, okay.
And Coles is their direct competitor. We basically have two main grocery stores, and right now they're price gouging everybody. Like, nobody likes them right now because they are literally just fucking price gouging the shit out of every product on the shelf. And I've seen things like double in price over the last 6 months. Some things,
So
not everything.
Is like, so I think a valid comparison would be like we have Safeway and Giant,
Yeah.
but like back home where I'm from, it's like no competition. It's you go to Wegmans.
See, I've seen.
I mean,
We don't have the breadth of options here. It's just it is Coles or Woolies. That's kind of it. And we've got Aldi as well, and everyone's kind of shopping at Aldi a bit more because of this.
it depends. It depends on the area. So I'm from New York, and Wegmans is like a. I mean, they started in New York, so that's really the only option. When you live in New York, it's that or like Walmart.
Yeah.
Which I mean, one is far superior than the other. Just saying.
Which one's better?
Wegmans for sure, man. They got the Weggy Mans. Far superior because it's just got good food. And we have one here in Virginia, but just one in our vicinity, and I can get stuff that like I normally can't get unless I like go to New York and bring it back. Like, so there's a real popular kind of hot dog that you can only get in New York. They're called White Hots. They're just white hot dogs, but they've got like different ingredients in them. Yeah. Ooh.
It sounds strange, but I don't doubt that it could be tasty.
It is a hot dog that's a little bit more on the sausagey side.
Yeah.
They are white in color, but they just have stuff in them that's different. Or there's like a winery that's in New York that I really love called Red Cat. It's kind of like they advertise themselves as being good wine to drink with like pizza and wings, which is a choice. But yeah, anywho.
That sounds good.
How was you said you're starting with a Pikachu?
Yeah, so I'm painting the Termagants today. You can see the reference image up there. I've started on my little Pikachu, the yellow skin.
Oh, that yellow is so gorgeous.
Yeah, this is definitely my favorite. Like, honestly, like one of my favorite ways to paint any yellow now, not just contrast paints. It comes out because it's full pigment, so it stains really nicely. And on top of that, it just leaves such a nice flat coat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think I prefer this to painting regular yellow anytime.
Ooh, that's some high praise.
Yeah, it's just good. Like, if you were to like have any like paint in your repertoire that's just like, what paint did you not expect to do so well? I would say this is one of those on that list.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like, you can see how well it's going on. It just looks great.
It does look really great.
A nice warm
time
yellow.
to observe your painting. with this like absolute. So I am taking some 5-minute epoxy. I'm putting this base together that Lilith is going to sit on. This is going to be really important for the building process. Just because I need something for her to like stand on once I start getting her going. But I gotta epoxy it all together because I don't want it to come apart. So I almost used regular glue, but I figured 5-minute epoxy was probably gonna be a better choice of gluing method. Cross our fingers that this works the way I want it to. So these, because this base printed hollow, so my partner, after he had printed it, put sand in it, so it is quite heavy at the bottom, but makes sense because the Lilith figure is white.
You kind of want it to be weighty, right?
Yeah, she's very tall. So having a bit of a larger base is gonna be beneficial.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can.
All right. The yellow is looking good. Oh, I need some red. I was going to do some like rosy red cheeks on the Pikachu as well.
Oh, I'm sorry I'm doing this like off screen. This is a very heavy
That's
base.
all good.
So really what it is this big piece here in the middle was completely hollow, so it's filled with sand.
Oh my gosh.
So it is like really weighty in the back, but you can see this little hole right here. This is actually where one of Lilith's feet, like her foot pops into this little hole. She's got a like a peg. Actually, let me grab it.
Yeah. Is it like a neat fit in there?
It's so cool. All right, so we're gonna need Diablo's head so we're gonna have Diablo's head on there. He sticks right in there, nice and cozy.
Yeah, nice.
And so you see that there is this little peg on her foot here. So she pops right into this little crevice. You see that like seats really well in there.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, cool.
And then the top of the cloak.
Oh, she's floating
on Diablo's head. She's floating, dude.
Oh shit! I thought she was like standing in front of it. Okay.
No, I'm having a hard time. Again, this is a very heavy base.
So, yeah, no, it's all good.
Like you can see her 2 feet there, so she's like almost kicking off of this back.
Yeah, no, I get you.
And then this little bit of the skirt is like balanced on Diablo's head. So then that way she's got like a nice floaty look. Oh, I'm so excited. This is gonna be freaking awesome.
It's gonna be so good.
It's gonna be so good. I was telling Matt at the beginning of the stream that I'm gonna do a nice like viscous looking. Oh, Jesus! Why are you poking me so hard? Bye. Have a good day at work. excusez-moi, poked me really hard.
Bloody gotcha.
No. Yeah, he scars me. So, man, I can't wait for this. She's gonna be so freaking cool. Is this all right? So that's got a cure for a second. I'm thinking, still have some gapping in here that I wasn't expecting.
No worries, Axel. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, thanks for hanging out. Have a good one.
Hope your tummy feels better for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
See ya, cool cat. Side note, Coffee and Chaos last night in the Power Rangers one-shot. Such a fun system.
Ooh.
You got to try it one day. I think you'd really like it. And just you can take any D&D characters into it because it's supposed to just be like a role-playing type thing, rather than like a system-based thing.
Oh. Ooh.
What's up?
I just realized that I have a bunch of technicals. I think I can cover some of this. Because I still have this like gap here, and I think I'll be able to cover that gap. I won't be able to cover this one as well. But I will figure that out at another time. Who knows? Maybe it won't be so bad. I was like kicking myself before the show because I was like, oh man, what I wouldn't give for like some like terrain, like small terrain rocks.
True.
In this gap to like fill it up and disguise it. But I realized I've got this this astrogranite debris. And I think if I pat this into some of my corners, I'll be able to get a nice little...
You go pretty well.
Disguise. If I just do this around all of the corners and like throw it into some of these crooks, I might be able to disguise the look a little bit better. Oh, I need one of those little palette-y thingies. It's like the downside of using these little technicals. All that. The paint is coming off, but the freaking stuff to make it look good won't. I don't know.
Just trying to be neat at the moment.
Like that's a mood.
Yeah.
Trying to like make this astrogranite stuff look like it's kind of organic and not just like thrown on here. Make it look like it's actually It's got to pat it out.
Yeah. Alright, Pikachu's coming along alright. I mean, it's got a lot of black carapace on it, but I figure the black is going to, like, mimic the ears and the tail.
Ooh, I love it, though.
In terms of a color scheme, it works well.
I think so. I mean, black and yellow is such a nice, like...
A nice, easy one.
It's a nice, easy one. It's also just, like, because of the contrast, it's just really nice looking.
Yeah, for sure. Alright. I need a darker brown, maybe snake bite for He's got like a bit of his tail that's like browner than the rest of the model, so I might just like dab some like warm brown.
That's not a bad idea.
I was like, I'm going to be neat and do the gun in a different color. And I went, why did I decide that? You should just make it easier for yourself and just do the whole thing in yellow like it should be. Make your life easier, not harder.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I think this is looking so cool. I think that was a good call on my part. Ooh, where's the Diablo?
Shop smart. S smart.
I have a quandary.
What's the quandary?
So Diablo's skull does not actually fit on here. So like I was talking earlier on before show that like when you print stuff out in resin, sometimes
Oh yeah.
the resin warps. So there's a little section of this model right here that's like divoted out for Diablo's horn. And when you put it in there, it fits on this side, but there's a gap on this other side. And I'm like, do I want to glue in Diablo's head and then put some of this AstroTurf maybe around the horns to look like it's been here for a second? Been here for a little while? Because like how long has it been between the games? Like 50 years, I think?
I don't actually know, yeah. Is it?
I think it's like 50 years between Diablo 3 and Diablo 4, according to like how old Lorath is.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, and I was like, it would make it a little bit harder to paint. However, if I can disguise that, it will be less work for me to do later. So if anybody wants to take a look in our live chat, I actually dropped the photo for a finished Lilith. This is like the model proper, what it would look like when it's done. I'm going to do something a little bit different, but that's the idea. Man, she looks so freaking cool. I don't know. What do you reckon, Matt?
Hold on. I'm coming. I'm just doing a.
You're all right.
Doing a focus for half a sec.
Oh God.
Pikachu cheeks. All right. Where are we? In
Okay.
Artsy. No, in live chat.
Yeah, in live chats. I was just like wondering, like, that's just the image of the entire thing. But like, I'm wondering, should I preemptively, should I glue this Diablo head in before I paint it, so I can cover up some of the like very obvious, like, this was glued together parts, or should I not worry about it? Because it's the backside of the horn.
It's the backside of the horn. No one's going to see it, especially when Lilith's on top of it. Only you're going to notice it, and you're going to be looking at it from the front anyway. It's a display piece, not a game piece.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking about it.
I painted some rosy red cheeks on my Tyranid.
Ooh, me see. Oh, I love it. I love that freaking yellow.
It's such a good yellow. And I made his tail brown, and I tried to make it not look like he had a dirty bum, so I made it tall enough that it was like a transition.
Yeah.
Because Pikachu's got like a little bit of extra brown on the base of his tail.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's Pikachu done. So that's done. We have finished one termagant. All right, chat. What should I paint next out of that list? I've got the full 9 EVs. I've got Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander. I've got the Hoenn starters because they're my favorite ones. Trico, Torchic, Mudkip. I've got Meowth and Jigglypuff, and I've also got a Ditto Pikachu as well. But I don't want to do a Pikachu straight away. So if I don't want to do the 2 Pikachus in a row. However, I need to also green stuff that Pikachu a little bit too because I want the face to be like flat, and I want to just have that stupid Ditto face. So Ditto's off the table for today. I need to prep his model a little bit more. What do you reckon I should do?
I want my vote is for Eevee.
You like Eevee?
I love EVs.
Eevee specifically, or like Eevee the like one of the EVs? Because I've got all 9 in there.
Where's my mouse?
There's a reference image on the stream if you want to see that, or you can go into live chats if you want to see a bigger one.
I'm having a hard time seeing the stream one, so I'm going to look at the...
That's fair. They're quite little. Vaporeon. All right.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to go with... Vaporeon's the blue one, right?
The blue, that's the water one. And there's also Glaceon up the top. It's got like a more of a green tint in the paint.
Ooh, okay.
What do you like in the look of?
I like Vaporeon, so I'm with Chemmel on that.
Some of these are good. I mean, I'm probably going to be able to get at least like 2 more done in the stream we've got left.
Vaporeon or Bulbasaur. Or you could do Vaporeon and then Bulbasaur.
All right. Sorry, it's got my baking paper's fallen between my desk.
No, you're all good. I'm trying to figure out the orientation of this head, so I'm really sorry about the terrible angle on my
Sorry.
I'm trying to figure out how this skull is supposed to settle on here, so I'm just fucking with it so I'm gonna glue it down.
That's fair.
So.
I'm gonna.
All right.
Just do one of those bad boys. Oh, Leia, we've started planning Teams in Space as well. The next campaign after Zephyr Storm.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. It might be a Tuesday night at this stage, pending availability. And we're just like starting to get the stuff in place, but we've found an artist we already want to work with. Dragon Kia very kindly reached out to someone for us, and they have fucking sublime art. Like, if we were to pay them like for, like they basically charge per hour. They're like, how detailed do you want this to be? It's this much an hour, and we're like, okay. And we looked at like their 1 hour sketch, and we were like, holy shit, you can do that in an hour? And they were like, yeah, I can do like fully rendered Magic the Gathering type art as well if you want. And I was like, I will put a pin in that one, because I might want something like fully rendered later, you know?
Yeah. I just realized I never sanded Diablo's skull. I think I'm gonna do that real quick. I keep wanting to print some more stuff and do more testing, but I need like a full day to commit to it, because I can't like leave it alone. Like, I need to have a day where I'm kind of like just chilling at home, and then like have it going on at the same time. It's so hard to do when you obsess about Baldur's Gate all day.
Actually, Baldur's Gate would be really easy to do that with, but I haven't had a day to completely only play Baldur's Gate. I've always got something on in the afternoon or the evening. Mm-hmm. And like, typically the prints will finish right when I would need to leave for work.
And generally, I mean, if you're printing stuff that's small, it should only take you like 2 hours.
Yeah, the last print I tried to do was like 8 hours, and it's because I know my settings are wrong. Yeah, it was like 7-hour print. And this was for some bases. It should have taken like an hour or two. But I think my exposure... So we use the exposure settings on the resin, but I think you and I were talking about it. The Mono X screen is too powerful. So it's like over-curing it for one, and there's no detail left in the base afterwards. And two, I think the exposure time is like way too long as well. So I need to change something. Because I want more detail on the model, and two, I don't want it to take 8 hours for like some models.
It shouldn't be taking. I think for like bases, depending on how you have them set up. I mostly I think my partner prints his stuff on an angle.
Oh yeah, I was doing that. It's just more that I don't know my settings properly, but I've had 2 successful prints in a row, and so that hurdle is at least coming along. Like, I was printing in like 20-degree weather, it was out in the garage, and it wasn't like fucking up. So that was good.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, the first hurdle of getting anything to print at all is done.
Alright. Think.
Oh, looks like we got an ad break. You want to go to Coles again?
Oh, yeah. I could use something to drink, actually.
All right. I've got a half a drunk pump bottle here if you want some water, but I'm going to have a little sip before that.
I've got my giant tankard of water here. I could
water?
really use a Diet Coke right now.
I don't really have a Diet Coke, but I could get you a scale model Parasect Tyranid if you would like.
Ooh,
it's pretty big. It's good. It's good value. They're going 2 for 1.
2 for 1.
2 for 1.
I'm down.
I also have a big handle boy if you want one of those, like for all your clamping needs.
Ooh. I could use one of those. Well, actually, I probably don't need one of those because I don't think Lilith is going to be going on one of those.
Yeah, fair. I mean, I've also got this Commander Farsight model, completely unpainted, if you would like to have a little go at that. He's got a very heroic pose going on.
I feel like you would knock me unconscious if I tried to take
I would have to bip you at the bin if I saw you going out to the counter without me. I don't really have anything else around to grab. I've got a little pearl pin, a little pin from our time over at Kill Every Monster. They sent us a pin. Aww. Sits on top of my monitor as a little keepsake.
All of my things are stuck. Whatever.
And we're back.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh.
Okay. So, this model...
By the way, kids, don't You shouldn't be sanding resin without a respirator. It's very bad for you.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
All right. In classic fashion for the last batch, I'm also trying to paint like the model that I did the whatchamacallit on, the color changes on. So I'm trying to find like the exact model. All right, for a vape, so we do a Vaporeon first, are we? It's kind of like a really pale blue. Now, Pilar Glacier might do that for us. And then I need kind of like a dark turquoise. Dark sea blue. For the other one. It's with a touch of green in it. Stormfiend might be able to cut this.
Oh man, I love this stuff.
Yeah?
Yes.
Is that your epoxy?
So I'm using, so this is BSI MaxiCure, but I also use it with the Insta set. So I put a bit of the glue on the base, and then I sprayed Diablo's head with the Insta set.
Nice.
So now it is, like, I touched it in there, and now it is, like, dry.
A-okay.
So now I can throw in. I'm gonna throw in some of this some more technical to make this look like this Diablo head has been here for a while. Been 50 years after all. The demon lords are almost all forgotten about. Womp, 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 womp.
I think I have that somewhere.
What? Yeah.
There's a MIDI pad.
You do.
Yeah, there's a MIDI pad on this Rode mixer, and it has some preset ones, and I heard that going like, oh, I've heard that before on my mixer. I've also got Discord soundboard ones as well that I've put in there. That kind of stuff. What else we got here? These are just in the Discord.
I see them. I'm getting an alert for soundboard volume.
Oh, really?
Or
You could pick up an item? You know, when you just go around on Zelda and you just keep tapping A?
no, I don't, because I've never played Zelda.
Oh, fair. If you ever hit on someone, you got to Riz one. And I can randomly just annoy anybody forever. Just intermittently press that.
That's you, my dude. You're the person who gets annoyed by that.
I know, but this one I'm controlling it. So I can...
Stop! You violated the law.
I found lots. You know. Have fun with that if you're in a Discord call in the server.
Oh my god. Alright. This is why I love 5-minute epoxy, is like, this thing has been, what, I started slapping this together like, what, a half an hour ago? And now I can like pick it up and maneuver it, not have to worry about it falling apart.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, it won't mix the last bit of this pigment. Even I did like 20 seconds on the spinny mixer and it's still not doing it. So it's got to do like just the old hard and fast shake.
Do you have shaker balls in your...
Not in the Citadel ones. But like it wouldn't do anything for the contrast ones anyway because they're all so watery.
I still throw shaker balls in everything.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
I should. There's shaker balls in all my Donkey Road stuff. I remember I was in a store at Games Workshop, a Games Workshop store, and the guy was like, never, ever use a mixing ball in your paints. And I was like, why? And he was like, it ruins the pigment in them. And I was like, how do you know that? And also, is this because you don't sell them? That you don't want me to buy anything? Like, I know GW has never put them in their things. So it was like a little bit, it was a bit fishy, you know?
Neither does... I had to buy all of my shaker balls separately.
I think my Army Painter ones all have a shaker thing in them. Like my speed paints do.
Oh, the speed paints might.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, I actually had to go through an entire day and put in shaker balls in every one of my paints.
Fair.
Oh man. All right, can we just...
That looks great, man. Should be very proud of that.
This isn't even its final form.
I thought that's the joke you were making, and I approve of that. That is how they say a good one.
Nice.
There's a model that I can just like...
Now what the hell am I going to do for the next hour?
Have a good time and paint some stuff.
What do I want to... Have this whole box of Lilith bits.
Yeah, do that. Do you need to assemble anything?
Oh, you don't know what? I just remembered. Hold on, I gotta remember what order things need to be put in. So I think there was a specific way that the horns, head, torso, and pauldrons had to go in. Or I might have fixed that when I...
Okay, so I think I've got a good mix for this Vaporeon skin. Yes, that is going on nice. All right, we're committing to that.
Oh.
Oh, she looks so good.
In maniacal, unhinged maniacal laughter.
Yeah, that's what made me look up. I was like, what are you? Oh. What are you doing over there? Ooh, ooh, ah. Very nice, very nice.
Let's see.
That looks good for the Vaporeon skin tone, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's like a nice solid blue, but not like... It's got a little bit of... Just slightly desaturated.
Yeah. All right. So that's kind of her loosely... Oh my god. Mommy. Just... Whew. All right. So I don't have to worry about wings. Wings are not in contending with anything. Arms also can go on separate, but pauldrons might need to go on before head. Definitely not going to be able to... Oh, I forgot about that gap in the back. So this is another... Here's another example I'll show you. So this head fits really well onto this neck.
Yeah.
So like her neck looks great, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. And then we've got this back gap. This is just from the nature of it drying.
Yeah, yeah.
So
unfortunate but fixable, right?
Unfortunate but fixable. Somehow I will... I'll do something about it.
How, like, for anyone who doesn't know what that does or means, how is that done and fixable?
So I can get a filler. Something that has... like, I had this... I have this liquid green stuff, which...
Oh, yeah.
My hands are too hot. This, like, you can put it into the gaps. You wet it a little bit and becomes pretty soluble, and it fills gaps. It is okay. I like it okay. Or I can do kind of what I did with, let me push this over here, with this base, is there was a little bit of a gap here in the back. I know it's very close to the camera, and I'm sorry about that. You can see this small gap in the back here, which is only visible just because, you know, light and whatnot. But it is actually filled with 5-minute epoxy.
Okay.
So what I did was I put more 5-minute epoxy than I needed to in this gap, and when I put the two pieces together, whatever
it smushed out. Yeah.
It smushed out, and I took a paper towel and just wiped it down.
I was gonna say, that was my follow-up question. How do you stop it from doing that?
I didn't stop it. I let it squish out. And now hopefully it will be a nice clean seam. See, like, I didn't put enough 5-minute epoxy in this gap, so this is not closed. However, this is the back, so this is theoretically going to be something that you see only from the front. So hopefully there will be enough that nobody's going to be looking at these rocks.
Yeah.
However, it is the back of Lilith's head, and if anybody does flip this model around, I do want it to look kind of nice.
Yeah, I would say any of the facial features or the head features you could put a bit more time into that way.
Yeah.
Like,
I realized there's a bunch of sprue still in here.
I mean, that's kind of the lesson, right? It's like, if you do want to go off and spend any extra time doing that, it's always look at the models that people are going to look at the most, like the eye-catching pieces, like the head or like any weaponry, because that's what you should fix rather than, like, for example, the skull that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Morning, Simo. How you doing, bud? Are you excited
Hello.
for next month, perhaps? Because I am excited for next month.
What's next month?
PAX. It is the time of year where all of the nerdy friends get together and see each other and chill in revelry.
Let's see. All right.
And it's also a big excuse to have silly times.
I think I've got all the sprue off. I thought I had checked all of the areas for loose sprue that was still stuck in places. Think.
Nice.
I'm basically buried in children's parties, so I might visit on one day of at PAX.
Hey, nice. I would recommend, if you want to see panels, I'm doing 2 panels on Friday, 1 panel on Saturday, and then Sunday is all free, baby.
Let's see. That is good. Oh my gosh. Oh, Queen. Currently laying in my backyard getting some vitamin D.
Heck yeah, you are, dude. That sounds great. The sun is poison and a deadly laser for Matt. However, I'm glad that you gain energy from it.
Where do I start?
With what?
She's so big I can't even put her all on screen. Where do I start? Do I start at like the torso, or should I go from the bottom up?
What are you doing? You like painting wise or gluing? What are you?
Yeah. Where do I start painting?
Oh,
maybe I could glue the arms on. I don't know.
I don't
know what I'm doing.
How much are you doing on stream?
I would like to do. I think the only thing that I'm like I probably won't do on stream is the face, just because I want to get these eyes really right.
Yeah.
And it's hard with my stream lighting to get these eyes nice.
Fair. Well,
but other than that, I want to do the whole thing on stream.
Then it doesn't matter where you start.
I don't know. Should I glue these arms on? I might want to glue these arms on. Will I fuck myself up? I'll probably fuck myself up. Maybe I should look at some reference photos.
Yeah, do that.
Like, because my brain says I should start with skin tone, but I need to paint
I am
all
so
of the
white.
skin tone at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, Simo, you're right. Because I love to preserve my healthy moonlight glow.
The sun is a deadly laser.
The sun is a deadly laser. Yeah, exactly that.
Like how I write in Diablo 4 Lilith, and it asks me if I want to find all the Lilith altars. God, why is this woman so hot?
Because they knew that you would get horny for it and then buy their game to continue to be horny for it.
So hard to see like the actual colors of her outfit.
Is she normally like surrounded by like a veil of darkness or something?
There's a lot of like weird lighting everywhere.
Have they done like a cosplay reference sheet at all?
Ooh.
Usually that's the easiest way I find them. Like those, yeah, I'm fighting evil with moonlight. That's why. Oh, that skin tone came out great for the Vaporeon. I really like how uniform and not stainy the color is.
Nice.
Okay, so next up, okay, so the Vaporeon needs like, it's like a dark blue, but with like a hint of green in it. So maybe it's like the Achelian green or Leviathan blue type thing. Sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you. I think the season might have changed because I woke up with a bit of a runny nose this morning and I was like, it's Telfast time. It might be time for allergies.
Oh, I cannot wait for that.
What?
It looks like some of the gold on her stuff is like... So I found not a reference sheet, but like there is a model that's out from Blizzard that has got some pretty consistent colors.
Mm.
And so I might end up using something kind of like... It's very close to the model that I have. But instead of floating above Diablo's head, she's like carrying Diablo's head.
Okay.
What is it? Copper that like turns that like blue color when it
Oh,
oxidizes?
yeah, verdigris. If you have the technical paint, Nylac oxide, that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, I've got it.
Or dirty down verdigris will also work.
Crap, but that reference does not show the entire bodice. I need better reference photos. And everybody does her skin tone. It looks like a lot of the cosplays do her skin tone different.
I would just go off the reference art if they've given you one.
Well, so the reference art, depending on what scene it is,
No, isn't
skin tone looks different.
But there's no like cosplay reference sheet?
Not that I saw.
Cosplay reference sheet. She's very good. I mean, it's like a bone white, pale, kind of almost undead looking skin tone.
Yeah, it's kind of like that yellowy gray, but
It's got a bit of green in it too, I think.
yeah.
Like just a touch of green. One of our friends of the channel, Soylent Cosplay, did a Blizzard's official one in Australia, if you want to see her one.
Ooh. Because, like, I'm seeing a lot of people are doing, like, a blue skin tone. There's some people who just leave their regular skin tone.
Mm.
It's so hard to see.
Where is her Lilith? Where is her Lilith? That's a lot of Baldur's Gate. Where's her Lilith? Oh my god, there's so much Baldur's Gate.
It's like we're obsessed.
Yeah, I can see my own self in this Twitter feed now. Okay, here's her one, if you want the tweet thread.
Oh, yeah.
It's in live chats. And then... here's another one. Oh, here's a full body one as well. In more neutral lighting as well.
Yeah. Swear I thought her robes were more red, but maybe that's just coming from
Maybe the red lighting.
the red lighting, yeah. Thought I swear that
You swear that?
I feel like there should be some kind of like, I don't know, an actual reference sheet.
They usually are. We might not be looking for the right thing.
Maybe.
Ah, damn it. These colors are blending too much. I'm going to have to do a couple coats of this turquoise color on the plates. It's like a scythe. It's like...
So if I...
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was about to say, if it's like the Scyther situation, I'm just going to have to like artificially darken down one of these. Because it doesn't look bad. It just looks it looks too uniform. Because admittedly, the skin of the Vaporeon needed to be brighter than it's turning out.
So I'm looking at some concept art instead of looking at like cosplay stuff and game stuff.
Yeah.
And I think oh, neutral lighting, me likes. Yes, this is what I was looking for. Thank you, Blizzard. Whoever this is, the Diablo 4 cinematic model.
There you go.
Oh, yes.
That's what you need.
That's what I was looking for. Okay. So it is a little bit more of a gray, but it does have some like slightly pinky undertones.
Okay.
Like maybe like a it's like gray, like olive skin that's been grayed out.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I found like the renders that they used for like her actual stuff. So now like I can get true to color. So her robes aren't black. They're actually like a blue, like a dark blue gray.
Oh, interesting.
Like maybe her skirt might be black, but like I knew it wasn't black, but it is definitely more like blue gray.
Yeah.
I'll drop it in live chat so you know what I'm talking about. And this is great because this gives me like all 4 angles, which is freaking awesome. Oh shit. I just closed my Twitch without realizing it. Whoops. Matt is in super hyper focus mode.
Yeah,
I apologize for the super bright screen. Oh, why isn't my chat's not loading? Okay, now I can see.
Give it a refresh.
No, it was just like I was trying to get my Discord or my Twitch back up. All right.
Okay, yeah. So it's admittedly it's not. It's too monocolor. And I used 2 different blues, but it's just not working the way I want it to. Like, it doesn't look bad, but... Oh, yeah, that model shit looks great. That's exactly what I was thinking, but they just called it something different.
Exactly. Yeah. I also found it off completely. So I actually was looking for the, like, looking for the concept art helped.
Yeah.
All right, show me the Vaporeon, because my stream was frozen.
So
How's it?
I need the
how's it
skin to
going?
be
Not
brighter.
cool. Ooh, yeah.
So I'm thinking like I might go over it with like a little bit of a like some blue grays even.
So is the model like, because it looks like the carapace for your Vaporeon in the image that you've colored.
Yeah.
The carapace is like that top bit is much darker than you have right now.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be, and the skin's supposed to be lighter.
Okay.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna color match with layer paints and just like go over the top of it with a layer maybe.
I would what I would probably do is give it like a hefty dry brush
That's what I'm thinking.
with something to like super lighten it up, and then maybe, I don't know, remix and reapply something that's a little bit more like mediumed down.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. Like it went on nicely and it looks good. It's just not what I want. Okay, so I'll do one more model while that one's drying because I have time. Let's go. I really like the look of the Leafeon, but I don't really want to do those mixes just yet. I also really like... What's something that's not going to require mixing too much? Most of these require mixing. Huh.
Let's see.
Let's do the Sylveon.
Ooh. Chumel says, if anybody's interested, I put my attempt to rescue my orc model in the artsy channel. Let's see. I think he's looking good, Chumel. Definitely looking good, man.
Let's give it a little look here. Oh, yeah. That looks fine. Oh, plastic glue. That's... Yeah. Unfortunately, that is why I don't use plastic glue. I think that looks fine. He's just a bit extra hunchy. I use
Matt,
like...
you wouldn't know...
Yeah?
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
I was gonna ask you, you wouldn't know how to get the like crackle effect on paint, would you?
I use specific technicals for it. What color do you want?
Damn. Oh wait, do I?
You can get a cracking medium paint, and you put it over the top of what you
Because I'm looking, so this like panel here, I was like, okay, what can I start with that looks like it's kind of easy? This piece looks like it's got a gold. It's like dark brown. So I'll probably use like Rhinox hide.
Oh,
or,
yeah.
like, the leathery bits. But it looks like it's got a crackle of what might be like a gold or maybe a lighter brown.
I've seen people online using a medium that you brush it on that, and then it cracks as it dries because it like grows smaller. Yeah, I would say try that. But the ones I use are like for like basing rather than it's like chipping medium or something like that you could use. Or
so actually it's different. So have you ever seen like really old cracked leather?
Yeah,
That's the look.
I'm pretty sure if you did a lot of layering and washes, you could like put cracks in leather the same way. So you like go brown, you do all the weathering, then you put a wash over the top so it goes really transparent and blended, and then you do this. You just keep building up and up, but that would be a lot of work.
Yeah. Okay. So I might look into other ways of doing that. I'm telling you, I don't understand why anybody does this cosplay black, because it is very clearly like blue.
Might be easier to buy black fabric.
But it's not.
I don't know. I'm throwing it out.
I don't know. I have a color that is like close to that olivey color. Silver gray is not going to be paint. Do I even still have that? Lacarth flesh base. It's brownie. But if I lighten that up with maybe some silver... Oh, I've made a mistake.
How do you make that soft pink?
What kind of soft pink are you trying to make?
The one on the Sylveon. It's like a pastel pink. I don't know how to mix that with contrast paints.
Hold on. I have to find my mouse.
It's a medium in it too, I think.
Which one are you painting?
Sylveon, the pink, basically the trans flag one.
Is it pink and blue?
Pink, blue, and white-ish, yeah.
I would... And generally to get that like pastel pink, you would just put more white in it. Can you like dab a little bit of regular white into your paint to just... I mean, it might make it a little bit more opaque.
I actually don't mind the opaque. I've got this Soul Blight Grey, which is like a white shade that I'm trying to use the same thing for. So I'll just keep doing that. The only issue is that the Soul Blight, not the Soul Blight, the color that the base tone for the pink is, it's more of a burgundy pink. Rather than a pink.
Mm-hmm. And that's just the nature of the paints you own, though.
Yeah, there's no true contrast pink.
Not in what you have, at least.
No. I would have to probably buy an army painter pink to get it more pink. I think it's got too much blue in it. I think that's where it's going wrong.
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, I might have.
Because to get that kind of pink, you need to have a different kind of red.
I might even start off with Bile Red and see what happens instead.
Help me. gosh. Pain is so old.
So if I start with Apothecary, mix just a touch of red into it. What happens there? Alright, that's more on the super light red. Okay, that's a better pink, and now I just need to medium that down. Could be it. Maybe a tiny bit more medium in that. That could be the ticket.
Oh man, her legs are really up in there.
Hey, there it is. Alright.
Yeah.
Got it. So it's Baal red, Apothecary white, and contrast medium. Let's see how much of this I can finish in one. Alright, so Carapace only for this. Hey, that's going on nice.
Alright. Don't know if that's the tone that I'm gonna finish with, but that is what we're starting with right now.
Yeah. What do you reckon? That Carapace come out good? Nice pink.
Sorry, I was looking at my reference sheet. Ooh, I love that. I did a good color. Man, when you can tell that we're both in the zone.
Oh yeah. Oh, because we're just like we're pretty
So
quiet.
quiet.
We're quiet at the moment. Yeah.
Shit.
All right. What's up?
I'm trying to figure out if you can see her back. Like how much of this skin in the back is seen?
Yeah, fair.
Alright, looks like most of it, question mark? I don't know. We're just gonna paint it. It's the back of the model, doesn't matter. Just trying to block in this color because of the gray of this model, that color is gonna show through since our skin is so freaking pale. I was trying to block in a color. So when I do paint her actual skin tone, I've got a base tone down. That will negate the gray of the printed model. Oh my gosh.
And there's little.
It's like I want to say that this like skin tone is perfect, but also at the same time, it's not quite. It's a little. Oh no, might have. Oh, I don't know. Oh shit.
What?
I got it on the first try.
Hey!
This, like, I was worried about it because it looked like it wasn't quite the right tone, but when it dried,
It was working for you?
It's basically perfect.
Nice. I'm happy for you.
So I got this combination of Rakarth flesh with a little bit of silver gray. So the silver gray gives it a slight amount of warmth. And then that, like, browny pale color. And it's, like, perfect.
So good.
Man, I love when a color comes out perfect the first time.
Do you need to prime that?
Is I didn't mix.
Did you need to prime that?
No, I don't prime my resin models because the resin just takes the paint so well.
Oh, fair.
I'll prime them if they're commissions, but because I'm painting this for me, I'm not really worried about it.
Yeah, fair. Well,
Or I don't know. Where will I put this when I finish it?
that is a great question.
Where will it go next time on Good Morning RPG?
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Oh man, I feel so productive. So today was such a good day.
I'm glad. You were saying you're a bit low energy earlier in the
Yeah.
in the thing, so I'm glad you found it.
I did. I had to do actual work.
It's a shame when we got to do actual work.
So I could play so I could play Baldur's Gate without feeling too terrible about it.
There it is.
I'm wondering because this is oh, I gotta double check that. Is this whole bodice the same color? Because if the whole bodice is the same color, I'm gonna glue the arms on.
I'll try and finish this little guy before stream end.
This little guy.
Yeah.
So this looks like old gold. Yeah. Okay, is mostly the same color. Okay, I don't want to glue these arms on. As much as I want to be lazy and glue the arms on, I won't. So I want to have access to that panel. Oh my god, man, it's gonna look so cool.
It already does look so cool.
I mean, I've got the legs sitting on the pedestal right now.
Yeah.
But like, oh, she's gonna look so sweet. Like all the cool little details we got. And I just can't emphasize like how happy I am with how this printed.
No, that's got to be a good feeling too, yeah.
Like, not having to do a ton of work to get it prepared, and like, especially with these models that have such tiny details, like, I'm always so worried about like scrubbing them out when like while like sanding and stuff. So like for instance, this nice like this little middle piece right here. This has got some gorgeous detailing, like down to like this small little lip on the outside, and that lip continues to the other side. But whenever you 3D print something, you get these little pock marks. So I had to sand this whole back piece, and I was worried I was going to lose a little bit of this like edging, because you can see it because it is like pulled away from. Let me see if I can. So this pops on here. You can see a little bit of that under bit.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was like, man. I have to look at like some leather painting tutorials. See if I can do some cool paint stuff. I don't know. I'm just so freaking excited.
I tinted the Sylveon skin to be like a little bit on the pink hue. So I just mixed a shitload of Apothecary white and medium into it. So it became a pink tint like Sylveon has, rather than just like a white.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna when that's dry, I'm gonna dab some blue bits on there, and that'll be pretty much done.
Right on.
See, like a little bit of blue on the tail there.
Stuff.
Yeah. 2.5 models almost done.
Yeah. I got some Lilith started. Oh, this looks so freaking cool. We're already marked as like a mature-ish stream, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I don't want anybody to be surprised when I start painting blood all over things.
Oh, no, we're good. We swear all the time.
Okay. Well, swearing in blood is different. It's fake blood, but when I pop this puppy out, it is for realsies. Why don't I have a shaker ball in this? I don't think Blood for the Blood God needs a shaker ball, but Alex just got a shirt that says Blood for the Blood God on it. It's funny as hell. I want that
is good.
A nice satisfying sound of a shaker ball rattling around on the inside of a paint. All right. Noise.
All right.
Noise.
You want to get out of here?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Gotta wait for this base to dry. Oh, man.
Get out of here. All right. I can see Careful Cantrips doing a bit of streaming at the moment, so let's go show them some love.
Ooh. Heck yeah.
All right. Well, anything else, Leia? Because I'm happy to go and have some lunch and do the rest of my day.
I'm all good.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you if you're still here in the chat. Thank you for the lurks if you're in there. Next stream, I don't think I'll be able to do a Baldur's Gate one tomorrow because I got to do some doctor's appointments and things. But other than that, probably catch you next week, maybe for some more Zephyr Storm. And if there's a stream on the front end of the week, we'll let you know in the schedule in the Discord. Otherwise, let's get out of here. Let's give them a raid now.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. We'll see you next time. Thank you for joining us for a chill one. And I'll probably be just doing more of these termagants as we come back.
Then more Lilith.
And more Lilith. More Tyranids, more Lilith all the time. All right. See you later, everyone.
Bye.
Have to know